Tale of two halves. Came out in the first half, played well, outscored them 10-0, and pretty much didn't really execute, or the attention to detail wasn't there. The discipline that we need to play in the second half just wasn't there at all. So, we're a one-half team right now, and I got to find a way to get these guys to come out and approach the second half like they do the first half of games. So until we do that, we're not going to be able to get out of our own way, and we're going to continue to take losses like this.
DeShaun, the first two drives and the second to last drive, you were able to find some success against their pass defense. What was working there? And then just take me through that final drive.
Just anytime we can keep them off of Ethan, he's going to be able to find guys. So, the O-line was able to protect a little better. And in those situations, when we can, like I said, if we can keep him upright, Ethan can find some guys, and we're able to do that, and just not enough.
Coach, it looks like the defense once again, it's just playing. They're just balling out, and the way that Coach Malloy was cycling in guys and just trying to confuse Minnesota. What can you say about what he did for this game?
Coach Akika called a good game. We just weren't able to execute the way that we wanted to, but it's just like you said, the defense was played well. We put them in a couple situations in the second half that weren't exactly ideal. So, I'm just glad that I have the type of defense that we have, that they keep showing up day in and day out each week. And, we're just going to have to regroup and get ready for this next game.
And second question real quick. Schwesinger, just, again, he balled out 2 sacks, 4.5 tackles for a loss. What can you say about how he's not only how he performed in this game, but how he's becoming a leader among the defense?
He's just the type of player that you want on your team. Former walk-on, earned a scholarship, and, he hasn't changed his mentality. So he just plays like he has something to prove daily, and that's why he's able to, he practices just how he plays in games. So that's why he's able to be successful.
Just describe the last few minutes of that game. Like, what are you seeing on the field? How are you feeling emotionally?
Just a non-disciplined team, basically. Just we didn't do stuff that we wanted to do, didn't do the stuff that we've been coached to do. So we just got to find ways to stop shooting ourselves in the foot, just get out of our own way. It's hard to beat good teams when you're getting in your way. So it was just a tough loss. It was full of emotion. It was a tough loss.
Coach, just, you guys been in so many tight games, and you see that, you guys are very close. Just what's the psyche of this locker room? And, how are you guys as a coaching staff just keeping them focused, knowing that, hey, we're right there, just one or two plays away?
When you have resilient players like I do, they kind of – they're just chomping at the bit to get another opportunity, So this is a tough loss, so this one's going to sting a little bit. We really wanted to come out and put on a good showing for our home crowd. We haven't really played the way that we wanted to play in the Rose Bowl, so it's just unfortunate that, we only really put one half together and didn't really put two. But I got some resilient dudes, and, we're going to continue to fight, and it's going to turn around.
And, a little bit different scenario this time around. You guys play with the lead at the start for the first time this year. I guess, where are those strides been made at the start of games? And then as far as the run game goes, what's still to be done there?
We started with the lead, like you said, but we just didn't really execute in the second half like we wanted to. But the run game, we got to find a way to get that rolling and be consistent at running the rock. We didn't really run the ball the way that we would like, but, we were able to stop their run. Their running backs were pretty good, and, that was a good team we played against. We just didn't do what we needed to do at the end of the game.
Coach, you guys went up 10-0. Were there any missed opportunities in your eyes in that first half as far as scoring?
Oh yeah, most definitely. There were a couple opportunities, but there were a few opportunities. But we were able to get out of that half with 10 points, and we got the ball going in that coming out. So that's what I was really excited about, to be able to try to get some kind of points coming out of half. But that didn't happen, and from that point on, we kind of snowballed a little bit.
Jalen Berger had a bunch of carries, especially in that third quarter. Were you just kind of going with the hot hand, or what improvements has he kind of shown that made you want to give him the ball?
He had a really good game against Penn State, and he's just been trending in the right direction. So we were just trying to give him some opportunities to play ball, really.
Coach, Ethan had a bit of a tough game, 3 interceptions, but he connected on 25 of 36, I believe, for 293. What can you say about what he brought to this game?
Ethan played a good game. As long as we can keep Ethan upright and he doesn't have a lot of people in his face, he's able to be successful. So, one of those picks was a tip pass. Another one, he was getting hit as he threw it. So, we got to. It's not just Ethan out there, there's guys, there's 10 other guys out there that got to do their job for him to be successful. So we just got to get back and regroup and get ready for this next week.
And DeShaun, I think 2.5 minutes to go. You guys forced the punt, get the ball back, but I think you're backed up on like the 3-yard line. How much did the situation and where you were on the field kind of, I guess, dictate what you were able to call as far as offensively?
Anytime you're backed up, your call sheet kind of gets cut in half. It's a timing thing. They got a defender behind us all of a sudden. You usually don't have that. So it was they had a good punt. They were able to field it. But that's ball. Wherever we got the ball, you got to be able to execute in those situations. And, we got to be a little bit more detailed and just continue to grow. But, this one's just going to sting. I'm going to be pissed off for a little bit, It's hard to sit up here and try to be positive, but I need my guys to truly, hone in on our pillars so we can just get out of our own way and be successful. Thanks, Coach. Thanks.
How's everybody doing?
Question for both of you. Coach Foss was just out here saying how, players are kind of getting in their own way or like shooting themselves in the foot. So what are some of the correctable mistakes that you guys made tonight and you can move forward from?
I think defensively, you see we give them too many yards on penalties that are just discipline things, and we got to clean that up.
Yeah, and I'd say offensively, we still got guys just not doing their job, including me. I can't turn the ball over like that. We'll never win games like that. But I got to be better. Everyone else has to be better. But yeah, we just got to play assignment sound football.
Ethan, first, how are you doing physically after that game? And then looked like you're able to connect with J. Mike quite a bit at the start of the game and then a little bit there midway through the fourth. What was working with him?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I feel good. I feel fine. But yeah, we were working all week in practice. J. Mike was just getting open, and as simple as that, you get open, you get the ball. And he was doing a great job tonight. He made some fantastic catches. Wish we could have got it to him a little bit more in the second half to start off the second half. But, yeah, I'm super proud of how he played. And, yeah.
Guys, I got a question for both of you. First, Carson, what did you see from the defense, maybe from tape, to be able to get 4.5 tackles for a loss? You know, what did you see from them?
I mean, when it comes to stats, maybe I'm the one getting them on the stat sheet, but what people don't see is the front line just eating up double teams, allowing run-throughs, DBs holding down in the back end, so we don't have to worry about the pass. So it's really, those happen, we call them havoc plays when we're all working as one unit, and you know, I just happen to reap the benefits in this case. But yeah.
And another stat-based question. Minnesota was top pass defense team, but you almost threw for almost 300 yards. You know, what did you see to be able to you know, just get down the field like you did?
I mean, yeah, just watching tape during the week, you know, studying what they do. They do a great job defensively. They're really well coached and they're really disciplined. But yeah, I mean, those stats don't really matter when you got 3 turnovers in there. I mean, like I said before, you'll never win games with that many turnovers. So I got to be better in that area.
Obviously, heartbreak late. How do you guys just kind of stay positive moving forward?
Stay hungry. Move on to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, what Carson said, you know, if anything, this should just motivate us more because we're still hungry to get a win in the Big Ten. And, I mean, this is just going to motivate us more to work even harder and keep this thing going.
Carson, it looked like Akaika was coming off the field with tears in his eyes, and you know, Kane and Jay were kind of supporting him, helping him off the field. How is this team and this defense kind of supporting each other at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Malloy gives everything for us, and we want to give everything for him. You know, every time we step on the field, for the brothers, for our coaches, you know, we want to be able to make plays and get a win. And I think losing in that fashion just makes it hurt a little bit more. You know, especially when you're that tight-knit of a group. So, yeah.
Ethan, the ball has been kind of put into TJ Harden's hands on the screens a lot the past couple of weeks. Is that an adjustment that's been made offensively, just trying to get the ball in his hands?
Yeah, I mean, TJ's an explosive player. I mean, as you guys saw tonight, those screen passes are huge because it kind of neutralizes the pass rush and it gets the ball in your playmaker's hands quick with blockers and a lot of space in front. But TJ's a phenomenal player. He does all the right things in pass protection and in the run game. And, yeah, I mean, he's great, and I'm excited to keep that going this year.
And Ethan, you know, after those first 2 drives, you know, things pretty much stalled up until, I guess, the middle of the fourth quarter. Where did things, you know, just kind of fall apart a little bit?
I mean, we just weren't executing. It was that simple, you know. First and second down, we weren't really getting positive, so we were kind of put in third and longer situations than we'd like to. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to execution. And like I said in the beginning of this, I got to be better. I can't turn the ball over in those critical situations. And yeah.
Ethan, you guys go up 10-0 at halftime. Do you feel like there was other missed opportunities that you guys could have scored in the first half?
100%. Again, like I said, I mean, it was a tip ball, but I threw an interception when we were down and getting into the red zone. That hurt definitely. And yeah, we just didn't execute and just didn't find ourselves in the right spots.
Ethan, you've been so just frank and accountable in explaining the performances this season. Where do you think you get that quality from?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question, but I appreciate it. Thank you, but I'm not sure.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.